Hello and welcome to another tech integration tutorial video. This one today is going to be all on Google Spreadsheets. So as I said last week when I was introducing this unit, Google Spreadsheets is an app through the Google Suite and is super powerful. I use it all the time. I use it for a lot of different things. We're just going to do a kind of a basic introduction to spreadsheets and some of the things that they can do. Kind of some simple things. We're not going to go too crazy into it, nothing with numbers or anything like that. But what we're doing is we're going to be creating an Oregon Trail crafting guide. Okay, this crafting guide is going to kind of blend, like I said in our introduction, blend Minecraft and the Oregon Trail kind of together. So we're gonna have a website we're gonna go to that you're gonna be able to find all of the craftable items in Minecraft, and what you're going to do is go through them, find the ones that an Oregon Trail pioneer may have or possibly could take with them on a journey, a 2,000-mile journey across the United States back in the early 1840s to the 1880s. So with that being said, this video is the survive portion of the lesson. So getting all of the things accomplished that are in this video will earn you an S. I will have another video posted later with the thrive stuff to get yourself an O, where we do some little extra things, some advanced spreadsheet things, and kind of spruce it up and make it look nice. So to start, and remember always pause the video anytime you feel like you want to go get something accomplished or something finished. Don't feel like you have to watch this from start to finish and remember all of it. You can always refer back to this video at any point in time, fast forwarding, pausing, whatever, what have you, whatever you need to have done. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about spreadsheets and what all these boxes are. Look at these, there are boxes everywhere, boxes and columns and rows and everything. Each one of these little boxes here is what's called a cell. Inside of a cell goes information. It could be numbers, it can be words, it can be symbols, it could be images, it could be links to websites, it could be pretty much anything you want to. But what happens is you'll notice that we have columns, okay? And they're all lettered. So we have lettered columns. You go all the way down, and this goes down for like basically infinity. You can add as many down here as you want to. So we have columns this way, and going sideways we have rows. Okay, so we have rows and columns. So basically what this does is you put information in and it keeps it kind of nice and neat and orderly, kind of organized. And so, you know, like on a document, things can kind of get out of whack a little bit. This, not so much. This will stay exactly how we want it to. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put titles to 3 columns. The first one is going to be item. Okay, simple enough, right? And then we're going to say reason, simple enough again, and need. Okay, item, reason, need. Those are your 3 column headers here, okay? And we're actually going to make these bigger. So you see I have these, I don't have very much room. I mean, I have like 1 word, maybe 2 words is all it's going to fit in here. And we're going to need more space in the reason and the need column. So we're going to resize these columns a little bit. So do you notice as I drag my mouse up here, you can see I've got these double arrows pointing back and forth. If I click and I drag, I can actually make this bigger. So I can make this column bigger, which is what I want to do. And I'm going to do that for all of them. And you kind of want to leave, the reason is going to be kind of big, and the need is also going to be kind of big. Okay. Now, what is item? What is reason? What is need? Oh, good question. Item is the item that you can craft in Minecraft. And we're going to go hunting for those here in just a second. Reason is the reason why the person going on the Oregon Trail would take that item with them, okay? And then need is what do you need to craft that in Minecraft. So if you're playing Minecraft, what items do you need to make that, okay? So let's go finding some, I'm going to say, oops, let's do a search. We're going to say Minecraft, if I could spell, crafting guide. and it should pop up with this website right here. This is the best one, and I'll link this in your classroom so it's just easier for you. But I always like demonstrating how I find stuff because you know what? Sometimes you need to do that too. You know what I mean? So here we have, this is fantastic. This is a website that has all of the crafting items that you can craft in Minecraft, and it has them all in a nice, neat little pile here, okay? And if you click on one, it will show you right up here how you can craft that. Now, do you notice how this is flicking between different types of wood? That means there's different types of wood planks that you can create, and each one of these blocks will then create that type of plank, okay? So some of these will be flipping back and forth between lots of things, like the tools, for instance. Look at the tool will change, and it changes quite rapidly. So it kind of depends on what type of tool it is that you're looking for, obviously. Now, let's come back here for a second. So item. Okay, item is these things right here. If you do not know what one is called, you click on it and look, it tells you block of redstone. Hey, how about that? It's cool. Now, this is where you have to use your very smart fourth grader brain and think to yourself, what items would an Oregon Trail pioneer need? Would they need a block of redstone? Absolutely not. They have no idea what redstone is. That's a Minecraft thing. Okay, would they need a door? Probably not. They're on a wagon. Okay. Would they need sticks? Sure, possibly could. Okay. So here's the thing. Remember I told you reason? If you can give me a valid reason as to why they need that, then you can put it on your spreadsheet. If you cannot tell me why they need that, you can't put it on your spreadsheet. So would they need flint and steel? I don't know. Can you think of a reason? So that's where I'm kind of getting with this. If you can come up with a reason that an Oregon Trail pioneer, an actual like real life reason that they would have to use that item, then you can put it on your spreadsheet. If you cannot think of a reason that makes sense, then no, it cannot go on there. That's your answer. No. Okay. And so when you ask me, Mr. Meyer, can we put TNT on there? I'm going to say to you, what would they need TNT for? And if you can answer me in a reasonable and answer that makes sense, then I'll say, yes, put it on your spreadsheet. And if you cannot answer me, then I'm going to say, no, you cannot put it on your spreadsheet. Now, the one other thing I'm going to say is tools, okay? Obviously, our pioneers, okay, do not have access to diamonds or gold. So you're going to stick to iron tools, probably. That's what they had back in that time period, is iron tools. So we're going to stick with iron. As this is flicking through here, you're going to see something that looks like these. See these things right here? Okay. If you do not know what certain things are, ask a buddy around you, because more than likely you have a Minecraft expert sitting close to you that you could say, hey, what's that thing? And they'll tell you, oh, it's an iron ingot. And then you'll be like, what? How do you spell iron ingot? And then we'll work on that then. Okay. So kind of makes sense with this website. Let me demonstrate one here for you. Okay. So item. We're going to come in here and I'm going to give you one right away. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say wood. Yep. Would they take wood? I think that they would take wood. So I'm going to say wood. And these are not just wood, but these are actually wood planks. I'm going to get fancy. I'm going to be fancy here. Now, why would they take wood planks? Well, I think they would take them for repairing their wagon. And so for the reason, I'm going to say for repairing their wagon. Just like that. And then in the need, what do I need in here? What do I need to craft this? Well, if I go back here, I can see I need a wood block, or I could even say log if you want to get fancy, but I'm going to say wood block. Okay, that's what I need. I need one wood block. Easy enough, right? Okay, let's go to something a little harder. Let's go to this one. Look at that, a fishing rod. Would they need a fishing rod? Possibly. So I'm going to say fishing rod. Okay. Now you'll notice I'm not actually clicking in this. There's a couple of shortcuts that you can do on this. Instead of having to click each time if you want to, I can hit the tab key and it'll just tab me over. If I hit the enter key, it drops it down. So it's kind of cool. So you'll learn a couple little shortcuts as you work on spreadsheets. But a fishing rod, to catch fish. Yeah, hello. And what do they need to craft a fishing rod? Well, they need 1, 2, 3 of these things. What are these things called? They're called sticks. 3 sticks and 2 string. These are string. 2 string. Now, you'll probably notice that I am clicking back and forth between these websites quite often as I'm going back and forth. Let me show you a very cool trick. And then after that, I'm going to kind of let you go because this is already getting up to almost 10 minutes and that's too much time. But watch this. If I'm going to take this tab right here, I'm going to pull it out so it's by itself. Look at that. Okay, it's by itself now. Now I'm going to grab up here. Up here. Do you see where I grabbed? Up here where there's no tabs. I grabbed up here, and I'm going to touch it to the side of the screen. Look at that. Boom. It snaps it in place right over here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here instead, and then boom, look at this. I have side by side. No more clicking back and forth. I can just look, click, look, type. Look at that. That's fantastic. Is that not fantastic? That's fantastic. You better be going, oh my gosh, wow, that's awesome, Mr. Meyer, when you get to this point in the video, or I'm going to be very disappointed. So now here's the next thing, or actually not the next thing. This is the last thing, and then I'm going to let you go. You need to fill out the rest of these, and we're going to go to line number, 13, because I want 12 items, okay? So there should be something here, something here, something here, something here, something here, something here. You get the idea? And then all the way down to line 13. Now, if I said line 13, why line 13? Well, remember row 1 here? This is not an item, is it? So if I want 12 items, I have to go all the way down to 13. So you need to get to line 13. I want the item, I want the reason, I want the need on all of those, okay? That's your job. That's the survive part here. After this is completed, I'll show you the thrive stuff, which will make this much nicer, prettier, and do some other really cool things that you can do on spreadsheets. So with that, good luck. And if you have any questions about anything, make sure you ask present Mr. Meyer, who should be in the lab with you right now. And yeah, that's it. So have at it. Good luck, guys.
Step 13, enjoy popular music.
Top the charts again, it's Everything is Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
Everything is